now rocking with the best. Who's the boxing show that's knocking out the competition? The kick-ass podcast that make you want to listen. The place where boxing fans and fighters rejoice. Thumbs up for Richie, you're listening to the fighter's voice.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Richard Ortiz of the Fighter's Voice podcast. Just like our guests, we're simply knocking out the competition. But instead of the ring or the cage, we're knocking them out with some hits. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have with us singer-songwriter. Before I even say his name, I want to thank our sponsors for tonight's show and also tomorrow's meet and greet, and that's going to be Mona Win Casinos. There's lots of fun. And also in Fresno, California, we have, who do we have up there? Are we going to pop them up there pretty soon? There we go. Fresno County Public Safety Association, who's sponsoring a big event June 14th. No, I'm sorry, May 14th. I got all the names backwards because in June 15th, I believe, is the Mellow Man Ace concert. Because I got kind of thrown off because I was looking at our guest tour, man, and this guy's touring like he's 18 years old. Yes, we got the No Town Throwdown 5, May 14th, 2022, with the Olympian heavyweight will be there signing autographs, and that's Richard Torres Jr. Tickets are available. The doors open at 5 o'clock. The show starts at 7 p.m., and yours truly will be your ring announcer, and we're going to have a great fight. But before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce our guest. Because I just want to give him the most time possible that I can. You can go and take that poster down now. If you were in the late 80s, when they were first being put together, in the early 90s, unless you were under a rock or unless, if you're young, you were probably made to his music. And, enough said, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce singer-songwriter from Color Me Bad, Mr. Mark Calderon. I hope I said his name right. I want to roll the tongues just right.
Yeah.
Mark,
what's up, man? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Mark, how you doing, man?
I'm doing wonderful. Thanks, man. I appreciate you guys having me.
Hey, you know what? I saw an interview of you earlier, and what I noticed that you did today is, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, he went back and he let the beard grow exactly the way it was popping in the 90s. Just for the show, he has the bling on, the chain. Hey, he's ready to rock and roll here on the Fighter's Voice.
Thanks, man, for having me.
Hey, Mark, you know what? By day, I'm a safety officer, so I work with kids. And every morning, there's a mom and her daughter, and she said, Richard, we always watch your show. And they're always telling me, and a lot of people say that, but they'll start naming quotes or whoever was on there. So I want to give, and I told you, I appreciate that. I'm going to give them a special shout out. So I may need some help with the names. Mandy Garcia of Madera, California. Shout out to your daughters, Esperanza, and Anaya, and Maria, and my son, Jesus, from Madera, California, at Millview Elementary School. Myself and Mark Calderon say hello.
What's up? Everybody.
There you go. Now, Mark, when we first started going back and forth, you're probably thinking, Richard, how am I going to come on a boxing MMA show? Well, every fighter has a voice, which means you don't have to, and I've said it before, you don't have to be in the boxing ring or the cage to be a fighter of life. You can be on stage, you can be fighting cancer or any situation that you're in. And Mark, for your career to develop and to go the way that it's been, brother, you've been in one hell of a fight and you're coming out the winner. Talk to us about the first time you guys became a group. And when I say you guys, I'm talking about Color Me Bad. I'm talking about all the cats in the group, all the cats that were getting all the screams and all the boyfriends that were jealous, wanted to beat you up in the mall, and all the ladies that wanted all the posters and just to be around you guys. Let's go from the start. How did the group form? And is it the original 4, or did you start off with 6, or how did that take place?
Yeah, no, it started with myself and the other member. We came together. We met in high school. We both loved to sing. And from there, instead of singing against one another, we decided that we were going to sing with each other. And from there, he brought in the other guy, and I brought in the other guy. And, that's how we formed. We were all great friends in high school. And we're being from Oklahoma City, it was tough because the music industry wasn't there. So we used to try to grab the attentions of all the big artists. We'd chase them down and try to grab their attention. And, you know, we finally got a big break from Kool and the Gang, who took us under their wings. And from there, man, it was just history, you know.
Ladies Night, Kool and the Gang. Mark, can I have you just turn over a bit right now? Because I just got a text saying, hey, Richard, have him get in the middle of the camera. So as you know, we're live right now. So whatever happens, my man. We're live here on the YouTube channel, The Fighter's Voice.
I can barely hear you.
Okay.
I'm getting, it's not a great connection.
Okay, do you have an earpiece or any headphones maybe?
Yeah.
We can do that. We're live. Hey, we're live. We can do whatever we want, Mark.
Okay. Yeah. Let me put on these headphones real quick.
There you go, my man.
Sorry about that.
Nah, no problem. There we go. And now we have sound. How's that working out for you, my man? Putting things together as we go. It's Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Thank God it's Friday. And see, Mark don't even know. We usually go on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but you know, we do whatever we need to do to accommodate our guests, accommodate the situation, and where we could just all have fun and get this interview up and going, up and running, and just keeping it positive as possible. I got so many questions coming in right now, and I'm going to stay on task and let Mark tell a story once he comes back on. We're also going to be talking about the Canelo fight.
Yeah, I don't know if these things are even on. Yeah, that's not working. I truly apologize for this.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We hear you loud and clear, and now you look great. You're right in the middle of the picture. It's happening. It's just I just wish you can hear me a little better, man. But hey.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Can you is everything cool now?
Everything's great.
Okay.
Everything's great.
Right.
There you go. Well, we're good to go. How you feeling? Let me know when you're ready to rock and roll, my man.
Yeah, I think this is the best it's gonna be for now.
Okay, hey, we'll roll with it, and then we'll fix it for the next time. The power of Zoom.
I don't hold that button.
No problem. We got some things going on tomorrow. We're going to have a meet and greet with the fighters for the big event May 14th. It's going to be at Mona Win Casino. It's lots of fun.
Okay.
For the No Town Throwdown 5. Go ahead and remove that. All right.
Can you hear me okay?
Oh, I can hear you great, man. I can hear those vocals, those chords.
Okay, great. I'm sorry.
No problem, man. We're making it work. I love to be challenged. Okay. Mark, you love to be challenged. Mark, I'm gonna jump right into it right now, and I'm not even gonna push. Ladies and gentlemen, I noticed the way he said me and this other guy got together, and then the other guy got this guy together, and we made it happen. I mean, hey, I know where you're coming from, and hey, we'll do the math and we'll put 2 and 2 together. But we know exactly the stardom that you guys got, the lives that you've touched. From hearing your song on New Jack City to people still singing it, they're classics. They never get old. They never get old. And every guy that says, oh, I hate this group, but then they try to dress like them, they try to be like them, they try to walk like them. At the end of the day, man, listen, if ever there was a young gentleman and he didn't like you, it was probably because his old lady says, damn, when you guys walk by. I mean, sometimes you even had men say that. So, I mean, you guys took America by storm.
Yeah, it was quite a roller coaster ride, man. You know, I mean, you know, those days were great because those were the days when you had to fight for whatever you wanted, and you still have to do that today. But you know, for us, those were the trials and tribulations of becoming a group and trying to make it in the music business, especially coming from Oklahoma City, where there was no music industry. And you know what, man, I'm gonna just be straight through practice practicing and through a lot of praying, our dreams came true. So that was a lot of it. Those were the two things that really helped us get to where we were.
Yeah, practice makes perfect. Did you say praying or praise?
Praying.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Those were the two key elements.
Exactly. Former world champion, two-time division world champion, Fernando Vargas. I told him, we were talking at one time, and he was talking about praise, and I told him, brother, check this out, man. Being Mexicano, it's all about beans, rice, and Jesus Christ, man. I mean, we put that together, and we stand by it, we live by it. Got to love our food and got to love our Lord, plain and simple.
That's right.
Hey, and you know what? I'm going to keep jumping around. I want to talk about the release of your single last night. I mean,
man, that's, you know what? This song, and everyone's got to go out and listen to this song. This song is called California Dreamin'. It was just released yesterday, and it was released through Sony Orchard industry music group, DJ Cazell. He sent me this track, and I wrote the song California Dreamin' to it. And just him and I working together, the chemistry really, really panned out. It's the new Color Me Bad single called California Dreamin'. I hope everybody downloads it, checks it out. You're not going to be disappointed. It's a blessing that this song came together so well. We just shot the video 2 weeks ago in Los Angeles, and that video will be coming out very, very soon. I'm excited about it, man. You know, it's got a very, very cool Motown / Marvin Gaye vibe. I'm really excited about this one, you know, so I hope everybody enjoys it just as much as I do.
I got to hear some of the track, and I put it in the category of people that know me. I call it feel good music. Because when I'm listening to it, you just get a great vibe from it, man. And I mean, your head's moving.
Thanks, man.
You're relaxed, and it has that hook where it just constantly stays in your mind.
Thank you.
Hey, let's talk a little bit about your songwriting. I mean, when does that come at you? 24/7, you're laying down, you get up, you got to write some notes down, you're in the shower, or you're in the elevator, you get your heart broken, you break somebody's heart, or you're on a roller coaster, or where does that come from? And what do you get inspired by?
You know, everything that you just said, you touched on a little bit of everything about songwriting. You know, it can come from anywhere. When I heard the track that DJ Cazell sent me, I felt a summer vibe. I felt summer love. I felt California. I felt lowriders.
That's right.
I felt cruising. You know, that's what I felt. I felt broken heart. I felt falling in love. I felt it all, man. And that's what comes out, you know, of that, writing that particular song. But, you know, writing a song, I will tell you, it'll come at any time, at any moment. Sometimes I'll be listening to, I'll be watching TV, you know, and a commercial will come on with a really nice melody, and I'll just start writing a song from what I just heard. It's the weirdest thing. You know, it's a gift from God that God gives you.
Amen, brother.
And, you know, you got to either you use it or you let it go to waste. So I try to use it the best I can, man. You know, and any opportunity I can, you know, I'll try to write a song. But, yeah, it's just we've been so blessed, man, to have songs that lasted over the years. I Want to Sex You Up, I Adore Me More, Awful Love, Choose, you know. We had several songs, and I still hear the songs on the radio. So
yep.
I feel very blessed to be able to help create music that still, after 30 years, is still being played. You know, it's great.
You said it best. It's a blessing, and it's, you know, when you're blessed by God, it doesn't go away. It continues to prosper, it continues to grow, and it continues to this day. There's the most important part, Mark. It continues to touch lives.
Yes, that's it. That's it, man. And let me tell you, whenever the group we go and perform. Just like last Sunday, we were in Phoenix, Arizona at the Cinco de Mayo Fest. Man, the people, that's the best part of it. Getting to see them excited and singing the songs and dancing to them. And it's like, man, that these songs have touched so many lives. And that's the best part about it. You don't want to disappoint anybody. You want to be very appreciative of everything that they've done for you because, without them, we're not a group. Our songs do not exist. So I want to thank, all the supporters that have supported us over the years. Thank you so much.
Well, see, here's the thing. You said to let it go to waste. You're not letting it go to waste. You're still as live as today as you were yesterday, but much wiser, more appreciative. And I believe the skills, the knife in the drawer is still sharp, brother. It's not dull. It's not rusted. It's shiny. It's glossy. And you know what? It just, what does it say? It cuts like a knife. Exactly where it needs to cut.
I appreciate that, man. That's accomplishments that I take deep in my heart, man. And, I always strive to be the best that I can be. And, you've always got to find help, though. People that want to support you, that believe in you, you got to also, thank them. And on this case, with the new song, California Dreamin', Industry Music Group and DJ Cazell, they came through. They blessed me with a wonderful track, and I was able to write to it and continue on sharing the talent, that has been given. So, you got to give it back, man. You got to give it back. If it's given to you, you got to share it with the world.
Exactly. And later on, we're going to talk about that tour that we got going on in the future. But if you're just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you about where it all started and all began. Okay, you said it, Kool and the Gang. You guys met them, and then I did hear originally Bon Jovi. How true to the story was that, or what impact was that inside of a theater? You guys noticed that he was in the theater, but I noticed that you guys, I've been hearing you sang in front of everybody.
Yeah, during those days, man, we were just high school kids.
Hustling.
Juniors in high school, 16, 17 years old. And we were just out, just trying to grab somebody's attention, one of the national acts that came through Oklahoma City. And Bon Jovi, we heard that they were at one of the local movie theaters watching a few movies before their show the next night. Well, we caught them walking out of the movie theater, and we sang for them right there on the spot. And John Bon Jovi loved our sound. He was like, man, you guys sound so good. How about you guys opening up for us in front of 20,000 people tomorrow night? And, for high school kids, that was a big, big deal, And so when John asked us to do that, that was a huge honor. So we were able to open up for Bon Jovi, on their Slippery When Wet tour here in Oklahoma City. And it was it, man. That was huge for us. That next weekend, we did get dates that weekend.
I heard that.
That was what it was all about, man. It's just trying to get girls at that time. It was great.
I heard that. I mean, how did you take that? Okay, you're seeing it in front of Bon Jovi and his band, but when he said 20,000 plus, when did it hit home? Like, okay, we're going out. Let's just look at each other. Let's just stay focused. How many times did you say to yourself, okay, don't look into the crowd, or don't mess up, or make sure you're on cue? How did it eat you up before you hit the stage? And I'm sure once you hit the stage, it was just like riding a bike.
Man, well, it's funny because it was the first time for our group to be in front of 20,000 people. So, when the lights go out in an arena with 20,000 people, you hear the crowd roar, and everyone's thinking that Bon Jovi's getting ready to walk up on stage. Well, the local DJ here in Oklahoma City, he said, y'all ready for Bon Jovi? And of course, everybody went bananas. And then he said, but first, we have a local act from Oklahoma City. Give it up. And at that time, we weren't called Color Me Bad. We were called Take One. So he introduced us as Take One. And, you hear cricket, cricket, cricket.
That's right.
But, we were able to get up on stage grab a microphone, sing our songs, and the home crowd, they loved what we were doing. So we were thankful for that people liked us. We were singing a cappella songs at a rock concert, and it went over. So it was great, man. It was a great story. It was a great experience. It opened our eyes to how it really feels to be on a big stage. And John and Richie, they were the greatest people, man. They were so kind to us. So, man, it was a super memory.
What happened exactly when you got off stage? When you guys, the adrenaline fell down already, and you guys just looked at each other like, this is what we're meant to do. I want more of this. Let's try harder. Let's work harder. Let's make it happen even more. Did it light a fire?
Absolutely, it did, man. You know, it showed us that we were good enough. You know, and it put a lot of fire in our hearts that we were going to be able to go to the next level. And we knew with a lot of hard work, we were able to do that. It was going to be a lot of sacrifice too, because honestly, you know, our parents, they were wanting us to go on to college and,
of course,
you know, get into something, get into a workplace or whatever. But our hearts were set on making it big. And we were very fortunate and blessed to achieve those goals.
You got the recognition. You got the. I mean, you're under the radar now. I mean, because you sang in front of Terry and Lewis, and I heard that. I guess you guys were in a theater and you guys were a little too loud, or they were kind of, hey, let's go to the studio, or let's wait. We're not accustomed to people just hitting us up and saying and just singing in front of us. Maybe an autograph, because nobody really took selfies back then. And yet you just saw every opportunity as a stone that needed to be moved.
Man, that's what you got to do. You know, if you want to get someplace, you got to be persistent. You can't be scared. You can't, you know, people rejecting you is only going to make you want it more. And we were rejected enough to where it didn't, you know, faze us. We continued to keep fighting, and Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, they actually loved our sound, and they were the ones who inspired us to go back home and write a song in English, which gave us the song "I Adore Me More," and that was huge. That was our first pop R&B #1 hit, and it's great, man, how that worked out for us. I still to this day sing that song live, and people love it, man. I love seeing the crowd just sing every word to that. It's great, man. It's really, really great.
That was a breakthrough song. I mean, because it's, you know, the term Spanglish, half English, half Spanish. And a lot of people had no choice but to accept it. Because whether you're singing in English or Spanish, when did they stop dancing? It just went together, man. There was great chemistry. You guys put it together. It was a hit.
Yeah, man. You know, and during those early 90s, you didn't hear too many acts singing, you know, bilingual.
That's risky.
In Spanish and in English. And that was the unique sound. That was the unique thing about it, because we were touching so many different people. Our group was a mixed group, you know, and it was like bring all the different cultures together and making this beautiful sound. And that's what it was all about. That's what it was all about.
You know, you're still doing it to this day, and you know, I've okay. We know what went on, but we're gonna get to that gradually. Okay, we're gonna get in there. We're just gonna slide in there and let that happen naturally. Now, you get the contract. You're on tour. How old were you guys? I mean, how many years out of high school? Was it right out of high school? And when did you say to yourselves, man, I mean, this is what I thought it would be, or this is not what I thought it would be, or this is what I thought it would be, and then some, or wow, did you remember what happened the other day? I mean, how much of it was a high? And you're still high today on
it. Yeah, man. It was right after high school. You know, I was 19 years old when we signed our first record deal, and it was that following year whenever I Wanna Sex You Up came out. And again, you know, when that song came out, no one really knew what that song was going to do, and it kind of just took us all by surprise. It came out in the movie soundtrack, New Jack City, and it had a great spot in the movie where, you know, the girl was dancing on the table there. She was doing really sexual, sensual dance. And that right there, man, people requesting that song, just from watching the movie. Radio stations at that time, you could get requests. And when they had people flooding the phones, man, it's just like, that's when everything started taking off, because that's when radio started picking up and playing it. It was a roller coaster ride. It was nuts.
I remember you on the Arsenio Hall show. Did you guys do Soul Train?
Yeah, we did Soul Train. We did all them shows, man. Oprah Winfrey. We were on Regis and Kathy Lee. All those great shows.
From coming on all those shows, what are the fond memories? I'm sure there was a lot, but was there some like, hey, man, this guy is cooler than what I thought it would be, or like, man, it was just awesome performing on national TV, but the crowd was just, they just captivated us.
Man, we got a chance to meet some wonderful people. Muhammad Ali, James Brown, Magic Johnson, all those great people were just so, those are our heroes. And, working with Jermaine Jackson, Janet Jackson, some of the great producers in music, David Foster, Narda Michael Walden, all these great producers, Howie T, all these great producers, man. And it was a dream. It was great that we were able to work with these guys that we've always looked up to and got a chance to be creative with them. So that right there was just huge for us during those days.
Listen, what car were you driving before you signed, and what car were you driving in the prime of your career?
Before I used to drive this little brown Pontiac 1000. It had a hatchback on it.
Oh, there you go.
And
the shock didn't work. You know how it holds the top up right there?
To high school.
Yeah, the hatchback, it gives out, it holds the top back there, and sometimes it just wants to slam. You got to put that pole right there. Was it that wear and tear? That one, right? Everybody had that one.
Yeah, that was it, man. But when everything took off for us, and we kind of settled down, for a long time, we were just so busy, we didn't even have time to buy a car because we were just always on the road. But when things kind of settled down, I bought a Jeep Renegade, especially being in New York with all the potholes and all that. You had to get around somehow. So New York, the Jeep Renegade was perfect for me, and I had a great time, man. It was a great ride.
We're talking about the great ride. We're talking about the great time, the prime. These questions, I get the same question. Richard, what happened to the group? Make sure you ask them this. Hey, Richard, I heard this, I heard that. And I said, you can ask me, but I'm going to let him tell the story. When did, I'll say your teammates, when was it? Because, when you got a baseball team, it's hard to keep them together, that franchise, other players, they'll sign different offers, different deals. But in this case, the tour just ended, the contract ended. When did you guys start going your own ways?
Back in 98. So it was a while ago, 1998, man, is whenever sort of the group kind of went their own ways, and, things changed. We got married, we started having children, have families and such. And we kind of did our own thing. And it was probably around 2010, 2011 when we reunited. It was just three of us at that time that kind of came together. And we tried to make the best of it. We started getting gigs. Things were a lot different. People were still liking the music and all that. But, people change. People decide to do different things that isn't always positive. And just sometimes it just didn't work with the group, man, what we were doing, what we were planning out to do. The engine wasn't moving properly, as I would say. We weren't all on the same page. And, you make the best of it. But after a while, you try to make it work. All of a sudden, problems happen. Lawsuits start flying left and right. And that's when things get crazy. So, in the end, I'm the one who's left standing. I'm the sole owner of Color Me Bad.
Congratulations.
I've got 50 shows this year. I've got a new release that came out yesterday. called California Dreamin'. It's got a great sound to it, and I'm having the time of my life, man.
That's good. That's good. I will get more involved in that. I'll let you, if it does come up, tell it. I mean, because the viewers, the fans, they want to know. I don't want them making their own assumption and thinking anything false. But there is I'm going to keep it real. There is a YouTube video out. When I first saw it, I didn't know if it was real or not. I'm thinking, okay, well, that's kind of odd. I mean, that's something you would see in a movie, or I thought I did see something similar to it on, what was it, The 5 Heartbeats, or, but I mean, do you care to, talk about it at all? Let us know what led up to that, or what can you say? Because I noticed when you say that guy or that guy, you want to protect yourself and you want to protect your own rights. But right now,
I mean, it's just real simple, man. Alcohol played a big role in it. One of the members would come to the shows always intoxicated. Things started getting really bad. He continued on drinking, and we weren't giving the promoters and the audience what they wanted to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And that particular night, again, he decided to come to the show intoxicated, and he sang like half of the first song of the show and walked off stage. I had to sing all the lead vocals after that, because either one or two things are going to happen. Either I walk off the stage with him, we don't get paid, and we probably get sued.
Possibly,
or
yeah, by the
I
promoter.
stay on stage, I sing the vocals, I finish out the show, we get paid, and we don't get sued. And that's what I chose to do. As I finished the show, he came out of nowhere. He blindsided me, assaulted me on stage, kind of like what just happened to Dave Chappelle, or Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Those things, they happen. You deal with it.
Wow.
At that time, the best you know how, but you realize to yourself, this isn't working. This cannot continue to happen. So one thing leads to the next, and you decide, I'm going to have to go and do this by myself. And that's pretty much, in a nutshell, what happened.
Okay, I'm going to ask you this. Who came up with the name Color Me Bad? Was that a group thing? And then I'm going to come right back to your answer.
Say that one more time.
Yeah, who came up with the new name Color Me Bad? And then I'm going to come right back to your answer explaining about the shoving on the stage.
Yeah, yeah. Sam was actually the one who had come up with it.
Okay.
He was looking through some race horses at Remington Park here in Oklahoma City, and he threw out the name Color Me Bad. And we had like 3 different names that we were going to choose from. So we didn't know which name would fit us, So when it came down time signing a record deal and all that, we had to choose which name we were going to go with. And actually, it was our manager, Miles Sanders, who said, you guys are going to be called Color Me Bad. And that's that. Because we were fighting amongst the names, and it was just nuts. But he was the one who actually, placed it on us, Miles Sanders. And, it worked, man. It worked for us.
Hey, Miles didn't want to take this headache home with him. He gave you guys some time. Said, guys, get with this name. Let's see if it works. He got tired of you guys fighting, arguing. He says, this is it. This is what you're going to be called. Boom. I'll make him the decision.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much how it happened. He said he had to go uptown to talk to one of his boys, who was a DJ in Harlem, New York. And he came back and said, we were like, listen to him, He came back. He said, all right, I know what the group's name is going to be. It's going to be Color Me Bad. And that's it. And that's what we went with. And, enough said. So
enough said.
And it worked. Thank
worked.
God.
It worked. And look where we are today. Let's get back to the stage thing. You of all people right now, when that incident happened with Dave Chappelle, how much of it did you think about yourself? Like, wow, that's something similar that happened my way, or it could have been worse. It could have been, yeah.
What's that? Say that again.
I mean, you're thinking to yourself, man. I mean, your situation, it could have been worse. Things could have got out of hand, and were you at all, when it happened to you, asking yourself, well, where was security at? Or why would you do that to me? Or there was no indication that person was going to do that to you? I mean, he's your teammate. He's your band member.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. You know, I don't know why, you know, he did what he did. He felt like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he was upset with the simple fact that I was able to finish out the show without him and people were applauding and cheering. I have no idea.
I think so.
All I know is that it happened before, you know, with nobody around. You know, it happened a few times, and I just had enough. When it happened on stage, I could have easily, you know, fell off the stage or hit my head on the monitor or something. Thank God I didn't. You know, I didn't know what happened. I didn't know, you know, that was the last thing that I thought would have happened. Yeah. Was my own band member assaulting me on stage. I did not expect that, especially when I'm trying to keep everything cool, you know, during the show. You know, with the promoter there, you know, the audience there, I'm trying to handle things. I'm trying to keep the fort down, you know. But, you know, people do dumb things, just like what Will Smith did to Chris Rock. Or this, you know, this one guy, you know, running up on stage, you know, trying to assault Dave Chappelle. These things happen, man. You know, and it's sad that it happens like that. But you just got to stay strong, and you got to, you know, keep yourself together when those things happen and handle it the best way you can. And I thought I did a good job. So.
While you handled it in stride, you were shocked, but you made the most of it and handled it like a true professional. But here's the most key thing, okay? And I don't mean to get all corny or nothing. When you were pushed down on the ground, Mark, you could have done two things. You could have stood there. You could have walked off. But like a true champion, and I'm going to refer back to boxing, MMA, or you know, just any fighter physically, you chose to get up. You beat the 10 count. You're not a one-time champion. You're a two-time unified champion of the world. By getting up, where are you today? What are you doing? You're doing exactly what you loved yesterday. You're doing it today. And God's filling your cup sevenfold, my man. And you haven't even hit the peak of your career. And you're thinking, Richard, you're talking crazy. You're jockeying me a little bit. Look how old I am. Look what's going on. Look what show I'm on. But no. Hey, we call things as if they're not as if they are. And right now, Mark, your career is about to, and you already know this, continue to explode.
Well, thank you, man. Those are some very, very encouraging and kind words. I receive them all.
Amen.
And again, you know, I take it, you know, with strive. I take it day by day, and I'm just trying to make the best of it, man. I love doing what I do. I love making music. I love seeing the fans out there enjoying what they're seeing in the music. All these years, 30 years, I mean, it's such a blessing that you can create something such a long time ago, and it's still alive today. So I take it. I'm very, very thankful for it all.
Well, we live in what we call the world, where there's babies born every second of their life. So what we call old, a baby gets to hear your song, your talent for the very first time, and for them, it's brand new.
Yes, man. You know, it's just like the new song that I just released, California Dreamin'.
That's right.
It's a new song.
Yeah.
But the sound has that old school feel to it. And if you didn't know better, you would think, man, that song must have came out in the 60s or the early 70s or something like that. You know, but it's a brand new song, man. And great music stays alive. Great music touches everyone's heart. And that's all I'm trying to do, man, is to make music that'll touch your heart. That's it.
There you go. We got a comment from Mandy Garcia, Madera, California. It says, thank you. God bless you and your family.
Likewise, man. Thank you so much. I received that.
That's right. That's right. Now, listen, we can't have you on the show without asking you. We got some questions that are coming in from the viewers, the fans, the followers. But you know Canelo's fighting this weekend in Las Vegas, Nevada. Yeah. I mean, he fills the seats, auditoriums, just like when Color Me Bad was in the prime of their career, filling out auditoriums, people going crazy. Well, right now, this weekend, Canelo's the Color Me Bad of the boxing era. And his hits, physical hits, how corny or not corny, are knocking people out just like your tracks did. Now, are you a boxing fan? Do you sit back and watch boxing or MMA? Do you watch football, basketball? On your leisure time, Mark, what do you like to do?
I watch a lot of sports. I'm a big sports fan. I watch mainly football and basketball. I've always liked boxing. I like Oscar de la Hoya. I've watched him, his career. I got a chance to meet Floyd Mayweather, and it was great. He was such a great guy. I got a chance to meet a lot of different people. Muhammad Ali, of course, so I am a big boxing fan. I haven't been following as much as I would like to, but I do have Canelo, in about 6 tomorrow. So I think he's going to win it. I don't know. I think he's got this one.
Yeah, he does. And I just got a question coming in from, I know it's too close, but the No Town Throwdown 5. Okay, eventually they're going to be a 6 or a 7. It says, Richard, on the next one, because we may be in Vegas one year, ask Mark, is he willing to sing the national anthem for the fight in either English or Spanish? Please ask him that question, and that's coming from promoter Ernie Jaime.
Oh, of course I would sing the national anthem. Absolutely, man. That would be a great opportunity. I'd be honored to. I've sang the national anthem in a few different events, and yeah, man, it's an honor to sing for your country. Absolutely.
Hey, there it is there, man. I'm a man that's just a fan favorite, but also likes to give back. Let me ask you this, Mark.
Right.
If you were to go to a grocery store back in your heyday, you probably wouldn't be able to go in there and even grab a cart. Today, how has your life changed? Has there anybody ever stopped you and said, hey, aren't you that Mexican George Michael looking guy?
It doesn't happen a lot now, I'm going to be honest.
Okay.
Every now and then, it depends how I go out. You can tell that people know who you are.
They're looking at you, but they don't say anything, right?
And the look and all that. But I think everything is pretty cool and chill now. I like it like this. But back in the day, it was tough. It was hard to even eat dinner at a restaurant without someone interrupting you. It was pretty tough. But now today, everything is cool. Everything is chill.
Let me ask you that, because I always have like a bets off thing. Like whenever I see somebody, or unless they call me over, hey, Rich, how's it going? I'll usually wait, or if I really want to meet that person, before I started doing what I was doing, they would ask me, hey, Mr. Ortiz, what would you like to eat? And I would say, I'll take my order and send an orange juice, or send a soda to Mr. Holyfield over there, or, I would do it that way. But a rule of thumb, even celebrity or non-celebrities, you never really want to interrupt anybody when they're eating, when they're breaking bread, man. And, some people, they don't care. They're starstruck. They want to meet you. I can imagine they've had posters of you on the wall. I mean, now they have a chance to go up to you. How much of it was a blessing, and how much of it was a disturbance when you're thinking to yourself, oh, man, enough is enough. I'm human. I got to eat. Or, hey, I just want to walk in and buy some shoes, or I want to walk down to the mall. Or when was it enough?
No, I mean, as humans, man, first of all, you're just thankful for the, the success. But, you have good days and you have bad days, just like everyone else.
That's right.
So, it's cool. It's cool. No, it's cool, man. When people come up to you and ask you for those things, I'm very honored and appreciated for it all. But back then, it was tough. Like I said, you have good days and bad days. So,
I mean, that's just human life. I mean, that's life lessons. I mean, you can become a multimillionaire and still not have a good day and wake up grumpy or what have you. And sometimes I think, it's being a man, it's a test. And how do we handle ourselves? And, I'm going to be honest. Before the show, I usually try to go to the gym. I try to do some cardio, hit some weights. Because when I do it, I'll put the headset on, but most of the times I don't have music on. I just don't want to stop. I want to ruin my routine. I'm not there to pick up, or I'm not there to do any of that. I just want to take care of my routine and get in. But before then, I'm on the treadmill, man, right before, and my phone is just blowing up. Hey, can you make sure you ask him this? Hey, Rich, I made the mistake of answering, and If I don't, it just keeps
Right.
going, and I was getting annoyed. And at this time, I was listening to music. So when you get a call, your music stops, and you'll hear me go, "Hello," and I don't want to. Okay, I just said enough's enough. I'm not going to answer the phone anymore. But questions were coming in, man, and they think that the '90s never went away. Every question was about the '90s, and I'm telling them, look, he just got a new single dropping. I go, this is what he's doing now. This is the after years. This is the better part of his career. But every question was coming about, hey, what's that one hat I seen him wearing? Or, hey, what made him cut his hair? And hey, man, and you said it best. We're only human. Life goes on, man. But I just want to let you know, the floodgates are still open for you, Mark. I mean, you're still receiving that love.
Yeah, man. I'm just blown away, especially with all the great feedback I'm getting with the new song "California Dreamin'." I want everybody to go on. The song is on all music platforms. Go and download the song. If you love great vibe, great music, if you like a summer sound, man, I think you're gonna love this song. I think you're gonna love it. And like I said, it came out a lot better, man, than I thought it would. So the song is out there. Everyone go check it out. The song is called California Dreamin'. It's the new release of Color Me Bad. We're back, and I hope you enjoy it, man.
Well, we are going to enjoy it. Let's pull up his tour dates that we have right there. Let's pull them up on the screen right there, because I want to talk to you about this tour. My man, March 26th, you're in Orlando. May 1st, you were in Phoenix. May 20th, you're in Las Vegas, Nevada. May 20th, that's the day before my son's birthday. The 22nd, Fargo. You're in St. Paul. You're everywhere, man. You're going all the way till November. But what I do not see here, Mark, and I'm looking, I don't see Fresno, California, my man. I see Los Angeles. I see, where else are you going to be in Cali? Any chance you stopping by Fresno?
Yeah, we're going to have to
Bring it
get
back
Fresno on there. I think we have
We
to
do.
make a stop in Fresno somewhere. So let's make that happen. Let's get it.
Yeah, hey, I'm not going to do your job. I can talk to some promoters, but you're the guy. You're the man, the myth, the legend. You're the one who's going to make it happen. We had Mellow Man Ace on the show 2 weeks ago, and he's going to make a stop in Fresno, California. I believe that's June 15th or 17th.
17th.
June 7th.
Mellow Man Ace is great, man. I love that guy. That guy, it's funny. Can I just tell you a quick story about him?
Absolutely.
Yeah, whenever we were trying to make it in the business, and I'm going to go back to the bilingual, I Adore Me More.
Spanglish,
I knew that song could work just because of Mellow Man's Ace song, Mentirosa.
That was on hit, man.
That song right there, it was jamming all over the airwaves in New York City, and that was a bilingual song. So I was like, man, I think that this I Adore Me More could work, So that was another inspiration that we took on from Mellow Man Ace. So he's a great dude, man. I really like him. He's got a great spirit about him.
That's a good dude, man. He's real. He appreciates the old schoolers, the ones that are coming up with him and still showing the love and respect today. I'm supposed to meet him in Fresno. I'm going to track him down, and I got a Fighter's Voice T-shirt for him, man. So I am going to attend the concert.
Cool.
It's in Fresno, California. I'm looking forward to it, man. He hyped it up. Said, Richard, you're going to see me get down on the congas, man. I'm going to be doing this, man, and I'm going to be doing that. And I could tell he meant it too. He was like a kid in a candy store, and he was ready to grab the mic and the whole instruments and start getting down. And I got to be a part of that, man. How do you have a guest on the show and truly not support them when they're in your own backyard? So I am going to make the effort. I was looking for a picture, Mark. I'll tell you a quick story. I met him in Fresno before, like about maybe 25 years ago, maybe longer. Maybe, I don't want to give my age away, maybe 30 years ago, right? And we took this old school picture, and I remember my buddy Bill Connington, he says, there's your homie right there. And I turned around, and it was him. And before he's walking into the store, it was a record store across from Roosevelt High School, where Timmy T had that One More Try album. He went to that high school. Anyways, before he even went and talked to the promoter, I said, can I take a picture with you? And he came in deep with a little, not entourage, but all his homies. Man, they get all the B-boy stance, and they were just right there. I got to find that picture. I know it's at my mom's house somewhere. And then take another picture with them today and just compare the two, I mean, Mello, he's awesome, man. Definitely the godfather of hip-hop when it came to Spanglish and bilingual, man. Definitely. Paul Rodriguez gave him an opportunity, and the talent just took over. So, Mark, you said that you're going to stop in Fresno, California. I'm looking forward to that, man. Maybe it's one of the
Thanks, man. Come on out.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah, definitely. We got to make that happen, man. I look forward to that. Let's talk some more about your single, man. I mean, they send you the track. It was released yesterday. We got to get this in the people's hands, man. So I'm going to say this, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a true Color Me Bad fan, if you're a true Color Me Bad supporter, and you believe in the man, the myth, the legend, the singer, the songwriter, Mr. Mark, I almost said Marky Mark. I don't want to say that. Then you got to get this album, man. You got to get the single and live it today like it was yesterday, because it has that appeal. It has that funk in it. And I told Mark earlier on the show, I said, I call it feel-good music. So in case they missed that opportunity, how can they download it? How can they listen to it tonight after the show? What do they got to do, Mark?
And it's on all music platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music. It's everywhere. So you can go download it. Just put in California Dreamin', Color Me Bad, and you'll get the song. Man, it's got a great vibe to it, man. I'm really proud of this one. So go check it out right now, and let me know. Hit me up on Instagram, Color Me Bad Music, or you can hit us up on our webpage at colormebad.com.
I try to tag you on Twitter. Do you have a Twitter? I just hashtagged you when I posted.
You know what? I go by I am Color Me Bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, no. You know what? I did find that. I did. And on Facebook,
Yeah.
I hashtagged you because I put it on the Facebook. I put it everywhere, man. And I was tagging you all day, Mark, and you were returning the love.
Thank you, brother. Yes, sir.
I'm going to tell you a quick story, man. I get this inbox, and it says, how can I watch Mark on the show? And I'm thinking, they said it, Mark, like they got it like that. That's what I was telling my girl. I go, they said it, Mark. They go, how can I watch Mark on the show? They said, Mark, like they knew you personally. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, they must feel pretty comfortable. And then I let them know, we're going to be on YouTube Live. And then they responded back, yeah, because I'm his wife, and I want to make sure that I'm like, okay, well, she does got it like that.
Yeah, that's funny.
Mark, what do you got to say to all the fans and supporters that watch and support Mark Calderon?
Man, I just want to say thank you for all the love and support over the years. That's all. That kept Color Me Bad music alive, and I'm just continue on the journey with it. So come on out to the shows. You'll have a great time, and I can't wait to see you. Download California Dreamin', Color Me Bad. Download that song.
There you go. Mark, can I read you this honest comment that just came in right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
It said, Richard, you know all these trainers right now. He goes, first of all, Mark should have got up and kicked that ass. Mark's a healthy man, and I know he has hands. Tell him about all the trainers you know. And this is coming from Jason Alexander in Madera, California.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I look at it like this. I won the war. That's the way I look at it. So, man, you just got to go out there every day. You got to keep fighting every day. Life is short. You make the most of your time here. You get up early in the morning. You start making things happen, and God gives us all dreams.
Yeah.
So you got to make your dreams come true, and they all come from God. So if He's giving you them, He's saying, go out and make them happen. Nothing comes easy in this life, as we all know. It's a grind every day. So that's what
it is.
We're still fighting, man. We're still fighting out here. So, bless everybody. I appreciate all the love.
See, I'm glad you use the words fighting, because we are on the fighter's voice, the only voice that matters. Mark, we're just like you, my man. We're simply knocking out the competition. I got to ask you this before I let you go. What time is it where you're at right now? Are you in Cali right now, or where are you at right now?
No, I'm actually on Central Time right now.
What time is it? What time would that be, your time right now? Am I keeping you up?
Sorry, say that one more time?
Yeah, what time would that be right now? Because right now it's 7:06 California time.
It's 9:06 here.
Oh, okay, it ain't too bad, man. But I got to let you go because we had a good show, man, and I know you got things to do. I know you got tour dates. I know you got phone calls to make, and you want to know how many hits that new song's getting. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we got to get that song into your hands. You got to download the song. It's going to help for the next song. If you want to hear the whole album, first of all, let's support the single right now. Treat it with all your love, the California love. Treat it with respect. I'm sure you're going to like it. I'm not just saying this. I listened to it earlier, and I call it feel-good music. Matter of fact, I'm gonna keep jamming it, man, and I'm gonna keep shouting it out right there. And as the shows go on, I'm gonna keep saying, "Hey, man, he has to come to Fresno, California."
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Receive it all, man. Thank you for all the love and all your listeners and supporters, man. Bless you guys. I can't wait to come back on again. Hit me up anytime. I'll be here for you, my friend.
Okay, my man. Mark, I'm going to let you go. I appreciate you taking the time. I appreciate the story from Mellow Man Ace. And just to let you know, I did something different this time. I had Mellow Man Ace on there, but before I had Noel G from Fast and the Furious, and I had you. I feel like I'm being led to try something new. Because as a host, you got to be able to interview anybody in any situation, and I love to challenge myself. And you're part of something new. So just let you know, you're part of something brand new that's about to take place.
Well, thank you, brother. I'm happy to be a part of it.
Thank you, man. I'm going to let you go now, and there's some dates that I got to talk about before we go. As always, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, the sole owner, the founder. Well, I don't know about founder. Yeah, because you found it. Color Me Bad, Mark Calderon. Ladies and gentlemen, go download the song, get it on Spotify, and support him, and wait for him to come to Fresno, California. California Dreaming. There you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you about a fight that's taking place I can look into the camera here. Am I good right here if I look in here? This Saturday, Las Vegas, Nevada, MGM Grand. The face of boxing, Mr. Canelo. He's in for a tough fight. Nothing guaranteed of victory. I believe he's truly in one of the toughest fights ever to take place in his boxing career. Reason being is because he always seems to have the edge on everybody, but this guy's in his prime. This guy's strong. This guy's youthful, and he got it going on right now. Bivol, you can pronounce it any way you want, is a true middleweight. True light heavyweight. He's in the prime of his career. You also got Mr. Love on the undercard. This guy, bring that picture back up again so we can show him. We had him on the Fighter's Voice before. There we go. I'm telling you guys, this is a rock star ready to happen. Eddie Hearn knew exactly what he was doing once he signed him. He made that announcement in Fresno, California, right before the Mikey Garcia fight, and also on the card. I don't want to forget about this. Do you have his picture right here? Because he's Fresno's own Mark Castro, who's also been on the Fighter's Voice. And Eddie Hearn, he's a favorite of Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn believes in this kid. Eddie Hearn knows where his career is going to go. He knows it's going to blossom and prosper. And, Mark Castro from Fresno, California is also going to be on that card. It's going to be awesome. You can go on the screen right here. And let's just do a recap on the shirt that I'm wearing. Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez. It went exactly the way I thought it would go. I said leading up to that fight, Oscar needs to force Shakur Stevenson to fight. Shakur was very disciplined, even though when he was getting pecked or by the jab or there was some early punches landing, he was able to adjust and just control the whole fight by his jab, neutralize all the power, and you could definitely, ladies and gentlemen, see the size difference. Shakur Stevenson, naturally the bigger man, and actually moved up, but his frame, you can see him moving up different weight classes. You could definitely see the size difference, and you can see the mass of the poundage that he put on there, and just his speed and agility, man. And when God blesses you, He blesses you. And Oscar Valdez, I believe, is going to come back stronger, wiser, and I believe he truly learned a lot after this fight. So I look for Oscar Valdez to come back in it again. Now, tomorrow at Mona Wynn's Casino, go ahead and bring that up, please. We're going to have a meet and greet. We're going to meet the fighters and the No Town Throwdown that's taking place May 14th. And the Fighter's Voice is going to be live on location, broadcasting at Mona Wynn Casino. And we're going to have it there, man, live. We're going to be giving away T-shirts. We're going to be giving away tickets. You get to meet the fighters, the headliners. You get to meet yours truly. It's going to be a great event. It starts from 12 p.m. noon, and it ends at 2 p.m. So there's plenty of time to go down there, win lots of fun. You know, you get that? That's the slogan. Lots of fun, lots of fun. You can go gamble, win some money, go eat, and still make it home to watch Canelo, the face of boxing, have this opportunity in front of him. So I look forward to that. I look forward to Tuesday. We have Hall of Fame first ballot. Once he's inducted into the Hall of Fame, and that'll be Robert Garcia, former world champion. I used to always introduce him as trainer, one of the baddest trainers in the world. But let's not sleep or forget, former world champion of the world, Robert Garcia, is going to be on the show Tuesday. And then Thursday, starting Thursday, the rest of the month of May, I'm dedicating it to all the females in a tribute to Mother's Day and just females in general that are in boxing or MMA. It doesn't matter if they're a writer, a referee, a cut woman. Carol the cut woman will also be on the show. Callie Swanson is going to be on the show. And Nancy Rodriguez is going to be on the show. Brittany Goosen Brown is going to be on the show. I'm working on some other athletes right now as we speak. But this Thursday, she calls herself, I think, Boobs in Boxing. But you know what? Her stuff's legit. I know she's a publicist for one of the companies that are out there, boxing companies out there. I texted her today. Let me see. I want to say her name on the air. Where is she at? Oh yeah, Melanie Joy. So she'll be on the show Thursday. She's going to talk about boxing and the impact that she's making on people's lives, and her being a woman in this tough industry. I think women have tougher skin than men. I mean, men, we get butt hurt easy and we want to take action and get in the flesh and want to do things. Women know how to be mellow. Now, don't get me wrong. They can be cats. They'll cat scratch you all day long. I mean, they're ready to go, but they just handle things differently, man. They do. And I look forward to giving the platform and the stage to all the women that are in the industry. And I look forward to it, man. You know, I had fun today. I could tell Mark was getting a little tired. He was getting a little fatigued, and you know, he really didn't know, Richard, where are you going? And I know he wanted to promote the album, so I want to promote the album, the single, just as well. I'm going to start putting it on my Instagram, on my Twitter, and I really dig the jam, man. And I'm waiting for him because he said he's going to email me a copy of it, so I look forward to that. Appreciate all the fans, all the supporters, all those that stuck with us on a new night on Friday. We used to go on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but we made things different this week. Once again, we're going to be broadcasting live tomorrow on our YouTube channel from Mona Wins Casino. Lots of fun. And that's being brought to you by, make sure you pull that up there right there, one of our sponsors. I want to say their name, yeah. Police Association, there you go. Fresno County Public Safety Association and Mona Win Casino have a big event May 14th, Tower District, Fresno, California. Doors open at 5. The event starts at 7. And, you know, a bunch of badasses are going to be there. Richard Torres Jr., the Olympian heavyweight, signed with Top Rank Boxing, is going to meet there. Come and meet the future of boxing. Come and meet the future heavyweight champion of the world, Richard Torres, who just came from Washington, D.C. He got a chance to meet the president. And I was talking to Richard at the airport. I'm getting a little dry mouth here. And I said, man, why don't you ask him why the gas prices are so high? And he goes, It doesn't make sense. Gas prices are higher than Snoop Dogg on a Saturday night. Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank our guest, Mr. Mark Calderon, for coming on, Color Me Bad. And you're probably thinking, Richard, isn't this a boxing show? Isn't this an MMA show? Aren't we supposed to talk to fighters? Well, listen, guys, everybody has a fight in life. And I just been kind of going that direction. I don't want to limit myself. We like to test our skills and we like to challenge ourselves. And, I always challenge myself when the haters come out. How am I going to respond to it? I was just talking to a buddy of mine, childhood friend of mine, Anthony Salazar, so a big blast and a shout out to them, on how disappointed I am with people that I grew up. They don't got to like the show or whatever, but, don't knock what we're trying to do. And, I got real true supporters, man. My childhood friend, Bill Coddington, and my buddy Krieg. I wish I could say a whole long list of names, but, we were dealt with the cards that we're in. And it's not always me for me. It's just, hey, I am who I say I am. We're going to have some fun. We got some big things coming up. And we got a big announcement that we're ready to make, man. I just can't tell nobody. It's just going to grab you guys. You're going to say, wow. Not only is he interviewing entertainers now, not only is he going here, but wow, we get this now? You're going to get a new look. You're going to get a new hook. You're going to get, I better stop. And wait for that big announcement to come out. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Richard Ortiz of The Fighter's Voice, the only voice that matters. And we're simply knocking out the competition in the best part of the show. It's a wrap. Thumbs up for Richie.